Hello, welcome back to Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy. As always, thanks for taking your time to watch my videos, and I hope what I speak about today is really going to help you with your golf swing. Big topic today, we're going to talk about slicing. Now there's lots and lots and lots of books, videos, YouTube clips that will tell you how to stop slicing. It's a big subject. The problem with slicing is lots of golfers do it. I forget the stats, but the stats tell us that something like 70–80% of golfers are capable of hitting a slice, which sounds like a huge number. All I want to do with you good folks today is really just share my knowledge and experience of what I come across on a day-to-day basis teaching in my golf academy here in sunny Tring in England. So let's talk about some of the common causes of slicing. Now it's a contentious issue, and people are going to maybe come back to me and say, you haven't talked about grip, or you haven't talked about ball position, you haven't talked about this or that. There are lots and lots and lots of reasons you can slice, but I'm just going to tell you some of the big reasons I come across and try and give you some very quick, simple solutions to the problem. So before I talk about this, the best thing you can really do if you're suffering with slicing is go and find your local PGA pro. These guys and girls are highly trained in what they do. They'll be able to spot what your slice is being caused by, and they'll be able to fix it. So the ideas I'm giving you today, they're just some ideas I want to share with you. So let me take you through one of the most common problems that I see. Before we do that, actually, let's talk a little bit about what a slice is, because sometimes people actually don't understand what a slice is. A slice is a ball which starts left of its target. So if we look on the screen here, this is my ball to target line down to the flag here. So a proper slice would start left of the ball to target line, and then it would curve pretty viciously through the air, and it would actually end up right of its intended target. So it's almost like a banana shape when we hit a slice. A slice is often misinterpreted with a fade. A fade's a more intentional shot which people will hit. Good golfers, something like Jack Nicklaus, Tiger Woods, Ben Hogan, they hit the ball naturally with a fade. It was their preferred shot shape. And a fade is a ball which starts very slightly left of target and then moves back on target. So there's the difference, is that with a fade the ball finishes where you want it to. With a slice it's going to finish often way right of where you want it to. So let me talk you through a couple of the things I see every day when people are slicing. There's going to be problems with grip sometimes, but we're just presuming, just for argument's sake, that the grip's okay. Okay, so let's presume that we're not using a weak grip, or the club face is open, or the ball position's there or there. Let's presume that's okay. So what I often see happening is setup's going to be quite good, okay, and then people get the club to the top of the backswing, again, can be in quite a good position. Then what I see happening is a big change of direction from the top. We see a big change of swing path where the club's going to travel from out to in. And this is the key thing with a slicer, is that you're going to swing the club from out to in. That's the primary cause of hitting a slice, because the club, as you can see here, is working from out to in. Now combine that problem with the club face being slightly open at the impact position, and all of a sudden you're now applying a lot of side spin, and you're also coming in from an out to in position. So this is why with a slice the ball starts left of target. You can see very clearly here where the club's swinging to. This ball is going to start out here. When it gets airborne, because there's so much side spin on the ball, that ball is going to start viciously turning to the right. So that's the issue. So how do we fix it? So there's some really nice, easy techniques here which we can talk to you about trying to change the swing path. Make sure your shoulders are square to begin with. A lot of people I see who have this problem maybe start with the shoulders slightly open, aiming left of the target line. So try and keep the shoulders in nice and square. When you get to the top of the backswing, what I want you to do on a drill is just get the feeling that the arms are just going forward. So what I'm trying to do for you here is give you the feeling that the arms and the club are going to stay a little bit closer to the body. So this is a good swing path which I'm starting to employ here, and you can see the club dropping into a nice slot, as I like to call it, or delivery position. Big difference from there as opposed to here. From here to death move, really. Nothing good's going to happen from that position. So ways you can feel that is just to swing to the top, feel the club's heavy, let the club fall, and I like to try and get people connecting this right elbow back into their body, just so that they feel this move from the top. From here, momentum's going to be kicking in, we're going to be turning the body, rotating the body through, and hopefully you can see here on the video how I can swing the club down the target line. And for me, that's the first stage of fixing the slice, is to get the club swinging down the correct path towards the target line. If you're coming from out to in, really it doesn't matter what you do with the club face, you're not going to be able to cure your slice. Consequently, I do see people who slice and then all of a sudden surprise themselves by doing this sort of thing, you know, where they pull the club across the body and the club face is actually closed, and all of a sudden the ball goes miles left. So high confusion there. You know, they've had one shot which has gone 30-40 yards to the right, and then somehow they've released one with the hands have sort of kicked in and done this, and the next shot they've hit it 40-50 yards to the left, and then it's total panic. So that's my top tip for you to try to get the swing path working. So have a little go at that. Use these drills, you know, in the back garden, in the backyard. You know, you don't have to be hitting golf balls to do this. And just get the feeling that from the top of the backswing, we're just going to let the club just fall into position, just get it into this slot, and then the power can start to come on. And remember, the power is going to be really created here by the turn of the body. You know, the big core muscles are going to really power the swing up. And again, this is a primary cause of people slicing, is that they get to the top and they try and hit basically too early or too hard from the top. We tend to call that casting or throwing the club from the top. Very little body movement there coming in, more static in the body, and we end up with this sort of movement, which is pretty disastrous. So, a couple of ideas for you. Go and have a little think about it. Go and have a little swing in the garden. See if you can get yourself that feeling. If you can change that swing path to a more neutral position, then it's definitely going to help cue your slice. Thanks as always for watching. Happy golfing!